Conducting competency assessment. The assessor is familiarizing herself with the qualification or unit of competencies to be assessed. Ensures the assessment site complies with the relevant occupational health and safety requirements and assessment sources are available. Assessors ensures that the tools, equipment, and facilities are ready and available in the assessment site before the assessment starts. A checklist of tools, equipment, and facilities are on hand to help the assessor monitor the availability and completeness of tools, equipment, and facilities, and it is included the assessor's guide. The assessor shall receive assessment package composed of the following from the TESDA representative. One copy of assessor's guide, a specific instruction to the candidate corresponding to the number of candidates, rating sheet, attendance sheets, and answer sheet.
Good morning, candidates. I'm Jeline Ganalon, your accredited competency assessor and bartending NC2. So before we proceed to our assessment proper, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our processing officer, Ms. Del Pilar and Ms. Almasan, our AC manager, and our TESDA representative from the provincial office, Ms. Abanes. Good morning, ma'am. We are pleased to accompany by your presence today. So, you do not have to worry about their presence. They are here to oversee the conduct of competency assessment and to check if the conduct is in accordance with the prescribed competency assessment methodologies and procedures. Those they will not assess. Before we proceed, may I inform you that you are being recorded and live streamed through the CCTV camera in the TESDA Albay Provincial Office and TESDA Regional Office. I have here your consent, from which means that we, including me, agree to be recorded and to the other terms, including the sharing of your CCTV footage. The authorized representative indicated in this form. I have here with your application forms and self-assessment guides. This proves that you are willing and ready to undergo the assessment. So firstly, I will be checking your attendance. Once your name is called, please raise your hand for to be recognized. Come in front, present to me your admission slip, your ID and sign on the right side of the attendance sheet besides your name. So let's start. Ms. Tumbano, present her today. May I please get your admission slip and see your valid ID, please? And then sign here your attendance and kindly verify the spelling of your name that is appearing in the attendance sheet to avoid conflicts and errors. So I have here with your accomplishment application forms and self-assessment guide. These are proof that you are willing and ready to undergo the assessment, and this is an indication that you know and can perform all the units of competency enumerated in this qualification of bartending NC2. So I would like to welcome you all the Camarines Sur Polytechnic Colleges as your assessment center for bartending NC2. For our orientation, let's first begin by identifying what assessment is and its context and purpose. Assessment is the process of collecting evidence and making judgments on whether competency has been achieved. The purpose of this assessment is to determine the level of your competency enumerated for bartending NC2. So, to confirm it, you can perform the following competencies based on the competency standards of the training regulation, as well as determine the need for necessary training if one can perform the task to be given or assigned. Different tasks shall be performed within the assessment area, more specifically in the bar station, bartender station, cocktail preparation, and the wine service station, dining area. Feedbacks to candidates would be given in the feedback area. Under the qualification, bartending NC2 consists of competences that a person must achieve to operate a bar, prepare and mix cocktail concoctions, and provide basic wine services to guests, and all food and beverage service provided except for a specialty coffee shop. This qualification is composed of the basic common elective competences. Under the core competences, we have the following: clean bar areas, operate bar, prepare and mix cocktails and non-alcoholic concoction. Provide basic wine services. These are also the tasks that you need to perform. Cleaning bar area, 1 hour. More specifically, the bar and equipment as well maintaining public area. Operate bar, 1 hour. How to prepare bar for service, take orders, serve drinks, identify deals with customers affected with alcohol and close turnover bar operation, order form, etc. Prepare and mix cocktails and non-alcoholic concoctions, 2 hours. Prepare to mix a range of cocktails and mocktails and use clean and maintain bar tools, equipment, and machineries for mixing cocktails and mocktails. Provide basic wine service, 1 minute. Explaining different types of wine to customers, recommend appropriate wine and food combination to customers, prepare wine, glasses and accessories for services, open and serve wine and check wine for faults. You would have approximately 5 hours to demonstrate and complete the assessment. I will collect evidence through written examination, practical demonstration, and oral examination.
The assessment method to be used in assessing your knowledge and skills in bartending in situ are the following. First, written exam. Second, practical demo. Third is oral exam will be done on the core competencies. Cleaning the bar area, operating a bar, preparing and mixing cocktails and non-alcoholic concoctions, and providing basic wine service. The grade that you would receive after this assessment will indicate whether you are competent or non-competent. For personal needs, the comfort rooms will be located outside the assessment room or area. In case you are hungry, want to take your meals or buy food, the canteen is located along the hallway. However, during the assessment, you are not allowed to leave the premises of the assessment center. If ever you are thirsty or hungry and need to use the restroom, please do so before entering the assessment room before the assessment starts. If there are any religious practices being observed by your religion, please tell me so that I can allow you to observe whatever you are required to do by respective religion. For example, if you need to pray at a specific time this day, tell me and I will. And for those candidates who need to take her medication or maintenance within the duration of our assessment, just tell me and I will allow you. If you have any difficulty understanding the given instruction, please do not hesitate to inform me because I am more willing to translate it for you. Also, during the exam, if you have any dilemma writing down your answers, don't be shy because we cannot accept your answer verbally. If you have concern or any question to clarify on the matter concerning the assessment, you may raise your hand because I am more willing to assess you. But once the assessment has started, please refrain from asking questions. It is no longer allowed. In the same token, during the assessment, if you have physical or any form of difficulties, do not hesitate to call my attention so we can address immediately. You must listen and follow my instructions so that you will be able to perform tasks correctly and avoid any mistakes or error during the assessment. You should also behave respectfully towards your fellow candidates, assessor, and staff in order to maintain a positive environment and aim to avoid distraction or conflicts. Usage of cell phones during assessment is strictly prohibited to keep you out from any distractions. Don't leave the premises without permission or informing the assessor or any staff member to make sure that we know where you are and do not intentionally breaking any rules in our absence. And any form of cheating is strictly prohibited, which could result in your immediately disqualification. Also, during the actual assessment, please observe safety as you perform the different tasks. Make sure to check on your electrical equipment before you plug in. Avoid pulling the cord as you unplug it. Usage of cell phones during assessment is strictly prohibited to keep you out from any distractions. Don't leave the premises without permission or informing the assessor or any staff member to make sure that we know where you are and do not intentionally breaking any rules in our absence. And any form of cheating is
any question regarding the assessment result or if you are not satisfied with the result of the assessment, you have right to appeal to the TESDA provincial office where the assessment center and assessor are accredited after the assessment, and not several days after the assessment had been conducted. You do not have to sign on the cards or the rating sheet if you will file an appeal system. TESDA is currently implementing the e-certificate system starting from the August 28, 2023 up to present if you have achieved a competent result in your assessment. The e-certificate, your national certificate, will be sent to your provided email address within 1 day after the assessment. It is crucial to ensure that the email address provided in the application form is accurate. Once reviewed, you should print the e-certificate on any clean, white A4 size paper. The TESDA POCAC focal will be responsible for verifying the authenticity of the NC or COC affixing the dry seal, a service that will be provided free of charge. As a final reminder, please ensure that the email address and the name provided during the application process are accurate and up to date. The NC or COC is issued by the provincial office where the assessment took place. Upon presentation of cards, it has a validity period of 5 years. You may claim your NC COC 3 working days. It means Saturdays, Sunday, and holidays not included. Bring the following: cards, picture, passport size, white background, white collar, and good name tag. Give emphasis on this one to avoid complaining when he or she claims his or her NC or COC in the provincial office. 1. Clear with background. 2. Photo paper use. 3. Clear face and high quality, and 15 pesos and certificate fee. If the NC and OC has not been claimed by the successful candidate, only 2 kinds of representative may claim the NC or COC, which is TESDA PO accredited liaison officer, immediate family member up to 2nd degree. She should bring the following upon the claim: original copy of course, special power of attorney, SPA or letter of the authorization. You may ask for a copy of the prescribed authorization letter in the provincial office or download it on the TESDA website, tesda.com.ph. Photocopy of ID of the certified worker, photocopy of ID claimant, accreditation of ID of claimant. So the validity of NC is up to 5 years. When you want to renew your national certificate, you need to bring the following requirements: photocopy of NC with original presented, certificate of employment related to the NC. So for candidates who are not competent yet can apply for reassessment. Candidates should submit a request for reassessment to TESDA or the assessment center where they have their assessment and submit the documents required or needed for reassessment. Reassessment should only focus on the special areas not satisfactorily achieved. However, the candidate shall pay the full assessment fee promulgated by the TESDA board, and after the processing of payment, candidates will be informed of their schedule for reassessment. The candidate could apply 3 times for reassessment, and if the candidate did not pass all the reassessment, he would need to undergo a refresher course. If you don't have any more questions, clarification, I'm going to distribute the specific instructions. So please read them carefully and do not hesitate to ask questions right away. I may be able to translate it from English to your local dialect. I'm willing to help you. And now, I'm your assigned numbers. Please come in front once your name is called to claim your number. So Miss Murillo, please come and get your number.